Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more Starsector in the 95A update, where we were kind of busy last time, and I'm going to go park at our planet here just to kind of talk about what we've been doing. And I know one of the questions I had at the end of last episode was, where do I go from here? Because I did end up rescuing a Legion 14th Battle Fleet carrier, which, I mean, we already have two of those. Do we really need three? Yes, we do. But the other thing that's really exciting is that I also got a Radiant. Now, the really nice thing about the Radiant, on top of so many things, is that it's a ship that can really punch above its weight class, but I'm not quite ready to build and play with it yet. I will hopefully be able to show it off a little bit later today, or a little bit later in this episode. It is an AI controlled ship though, so I do need to do a build that is going to be focused a little bit more on AI. But where can we kind of go from here? The current to-do list includes picking up a Doom, which I'd really like to do, doing the research ransom quest in the Kamari Kandrum system, which would be fine, and derelict artifact recovery. We may be able to take that over as well, but if there's some kind of bounties that we can do as a little opportunistic here, right now the bounties aren't terribly profitable, so this may be a little bit of a trade run while we buy some time, because right now with the colony here, one thing I want to do is just go through. I do have plenty of blueprints. My fleet doctrine is okay. I may kind of want to actually go a little bit more biased towards warships, just so we build a few more paragons. But this is something where I didn't really realize or never remember that I could prioritize weapons that people use as well. Now, it doesn't force the ships to use these weapons. It's just that they are there. So it's just one of those things that we'll kind of figure it out as the game goes along. These are things we may be able to salvage if there's wrecks later. I'm going to do Xiphos and Longbow wings, but once again, the space stations, everything else, are free to use all of these as well. But one of the buttons I'm going to be leaning into a lot more is custom production, because we do have heavy industry available at Hantu Raya, and that's something we will upgrade to Orbital Works. But right now we have 50,000 to play with per month, which means we could build a Paragon in 10 months. That's pretty exciting. But right now I want to focus on things that I want to add to my well, maybe no, I'm just going to build salamanders anyway. But things I want to add to the Radiant right here. I have most of the gear, but not all of the gear. I've done some simulations on it, which is interesting because simulating the Radiant means that you do get to control it, and that's really the only way you do get to control an AI-controlled ship. But now that we're here, one thing I really need to do... Well, first off, I got a great comment, I think it's from David Versace again, that's like, if we look at this conquest, you can see, look, here's my flat cannons. Here's my flat cannons. In my excitement to equip this one, I went into red beacon space without doing the ballistics check on here and putting a point defense on the side. It's a pretty gross misplay, so we're just going to fix that real quick. So dual flat cannons here. Probably need to decrease these a little bit more, and we'll just put flat cannons over here. And while I'm at it, one thing that I've been terrible about doing for these AI ships is, just in the event I need to fly them myself, you know what, I'm actually going to keep all the missiles on too, because Sabots have tracking as well. We'll put these weapons over here, these weapons over here. We don't want those auto-firing. We do want all of our lasers and everything else auto-firing, so this is going to be a little less messy in case I need to take control. Weapon group 1 we also do not want alternating, we want those linked. So yeah, this is a ship where you could end up having a lot of flux if you're firing all your things at once, but because of the way the guns are loaded out, you're not really firing everything at once. But this is going to be another lighter profile fleet here. Let's actually put both of our legions. I know we just picked two. And do we take the Astral with us? I mean, there could be some gross stuff around where the Doom is, but maybe there won't be. Let's store it. All right, so we're going to put up the Dominators as well. We're just going to fly light. We'll take the Brilliant right now. I'm going to take the Helm on this conquest because we kind of want to focus on getting some repairs on some of our ships. That's just smart use of the perk. And I've gotten a few questions and comments for, hey, how are you repairing those D-mods? Are you just paying for them off camera? No, there is a skill in the skill tree that lets you do that. So it looks like I'm paying for one officer too many right now. Well, we'll figure that out later. You can see I'm way overpaying on crew right now. So let me do something else that I got another great comment on. Instead of putting my crew and selling them for free, we can just put them in storage. Maybe don't want to drop all 3,000 though. We can definitely drop a few more than that and get under like this. This is just a way to save some money. You know what? Since we are going back into the core worlds for a minute, another thing I should do is take my troop transports, because I'm absolutely taking my Marines with me. Yeah, I think we're all right there. And another thing I need to do, there's just so many things I keep forgetting to do. How does this keep happening? Is that I need to get some fuel. Now, granted, if I buy fuel here, it's always going to be at kind of your standard market price. But that's okay, because if we look at having this much fuel, suddenly the entire sector is our oyster, and we can go anywhere we want to, if we want to. While we're here, is there anything that's... Sometimes prices are so high that you can just pick up stuff here from market price and still make a pretty good flip. Like, I could buy drugs here. I can't buy from my own black market, which I guess makes sense. But yeah. Nothing here like is really buy low enough. Recreational drugs is close, but maybe supplies in some junctures, but not close enough. So I guess the question is, where do we want to go to buy low? We could do a quick drug run. I mean, I don't really want to just poke the bear at Umber too much, but if there's anything in the system that we're going to for the ransom that would work pretty well, like, oh, we could apparently buy ore from there, but ore is really slow to make a profit on. Domestic goods. That's not bad. We could go... We're going west anyway. Organs. We all love buying organs. That's actually a pretty weird profit there. Luxury goods as well. Eventide. You know what? We can start at Eventide and see if we can go to Dawn. Looks like Dawn's in need of a few things, and Eventide has them. So that is a good place to possibly start. Let's go ahead and go to Samara first, and we can buy some drugs kind of on the way. And actually, that's not too far removed from there. So that kind of gives us a point, a direction, and that's all I really want at this point, because I do need to wait just a little bit while my stuff builds up. Where is Eventide? I should know this map by now. Hegemony stuff. It's a little embarrassing if I'm just flying over here and it's like, I don't know where my stuff is. There's my stuff. All right. Got to fly by Sphinx. Let's turn our transponder just so we don't forget. I've had a bad habit of that recently. And look, right there, LPS Light Witch repairing the erratic fuel injector. Maybe I should be taking the Radiant with me as well. Starliner civilian transport. And there's another fleet that's just returning here, so far, not a lot of hostilities. I do have, if we just look at the colony real quick, I do have Jing finally with, well, supposedly with a military base, ground defenses. I was about to say, I thought I built one of these. There we go. Military base with the cryorhythmic computer, but of course we got hit at some point by pirates or smuggling or something, and we need to rebuild those supplies there. But Eventide is our first move. We're going to go over there. And we have the Persian League doing an expedition. They just waited for us to leave. And now they're like, you know what, we're knocking, and we have superior forces. They're bringing 2 fleets, so that gives us a little bit of homework. This will be a good time for us to try and make a quick profit turning around. And then maybe we can turn back... okay, this is not what we want. It's one more system over. But we can turn back some Persian. We got a few more bounties as well, as I'm about to fly very irresponsibly into some hyperspace storms. Almost started calling them solar storms again. I did take a few days off from playing just to make sure that I could catch up with everything. Just catch up with comments, let the YouTube stuff catch up. Like I said before, this is a game that I could just play straight through, and I'm having to do a really good discipline here just to make sure that I'm not playing too far ahead, because that does not always go so well for a video series. So only 12,000 for 20 Marines. We could technically do it. A Buffalo blueprint, not really. Tri-tachyon does not have the shielded cargo bay. But let's see here. What did we want to buy? We have excess luxury goods. Dawn needs them. Sphinx actually. Oh, Sphinx really needs them. Domestic goods. Sphinx once again. Whoa. This is all in the same system too. So I'm really glad I stopped by Eventide all of a sudden. All right, what's on the black market here? Drugs, local deficit. We do not want to buy them here. Food, which Sphinx also needs. Wow, okay. Demand for 10,000 food. If we buy 6,000 food... Oh, well, apparently excess stockpile, this can be bought at a low price. So this actually fills up our cargo. Volatiles, we can send those to Sandria. So if we buy 1,000 of these, and this is all just to send the Sphinx. If we buy 2,000 of these and send them to Sphinx, and if we fill up the rest of our cargo with food, this is a little greedy, considering there's patrols right around here. But this is low suspicion cargo in theory, and we're just trying to do a good community service here to move some goods around here. So we have Prospector military convoy, picket patrolling. Where's Sphinx? There's Tigris City. That's not Sphinx. That's not Sphinx. Oh gosh, I feel so terrible. All right, we're actually going to have to go to the intel screen. We're going to go to planets in the current system. Sphinx. Where are you? Lane a course. Show on map. All right, so you're all the way down here. So we have to potentially fly by this picket. They are not pursuing us. They are pursuing us. Well, we're going to e-burn. Alright, so they're e-burning too. All we've got to do is get this market drop off just fine. Come on, a little bit faster. There we go. Look, we're not worth it. I love it. Alright, so colony info for Sphinx. Sphinx, apparently it's stability 3 minus growth. What in the world is going on? Pirate activity, recent unrest. I guess they just recently got raided. That would probably be a good reason here. So let's go... At least one homogeneous patrol is tracking your movements, and the Port Authority refuses your request for docking clearance until the matter is resolved. So, all right, you know what? Let's just let them talk. Allow the scan, and look at this. Suspicious cargo is found. Comply and prepare for the inspection, and yeah, they just board us. They do a little bit of stuff with the apogee here. We're actually losing some relationship with the hegemony, but it's okay. We're not planning on being friends with them much longer, so that's okay. Fortunately, though, we should still be able to turn a pretty good profit here. Local deficit, local deficit, local deficit. Interestingly, they have a lot of drugs for sale at a decent price, so that's fine. Can we take this towards anywhere pretty good? First off, let's just sell all these things. This will destabilize it even more, but even sell our metals. But that's a good in-system flip right here. And Eventide. Let's see here. Does Eventide still have some food that is available? Yes, but I don't really want to push my fate on that twice. All right, so organics, they're pretty good at. Once again, local deficit. Sphinx apparently having a bad time all of a sudden. Sometimes you just gotta pick up on somebody and say, hey, wait a minute, what's going on here? So let's go ahead and buy these, because this is a pretty reliable profit maker. Heavy armaments, we could buy those pretty cheap from Valhalla, where usually there's somewhere in Valhalla that I could drop these off. Not really so much here. We could actually buy some luxury goods from Kanta's Den. Kanta's Den doesn't seem to need drugs very much, but that's fine. Domestic goods, that's all right. Let's just buy the thing, and then if we get pursued again, I mean, right now there's only one way out. Let's see where our intel quest takes us. We have a probe that's a little bit too far away. I'm just really averse to using story points right now. So we could go do the ransom researcher here. Let's kind of try to work our way west a little bit here. We can stop by like Tribicina and Cantus Den on the way. That seems fine. Okay, so they're not coming for us again right now. That's good. Oh, somebody else is coming after us, so apparently we do have hot goods. Yeah, you probably should be a little more concerned about me picking up all the giant stack of recreational drugs. Shrike Light Destroyer, I did see a Reddit post that said, hey, by the way, check everything. Everything has astral blueprints on it. But apparently we can't go to Samara for a while because everybody thinks that we are a smuggler. And they are absolutely right. I guess that'd be one nice thing about getting the Doom blueprint is that I could start working on a phase fleet. So here we go, almost through February. Like I said, we're not going to be doing a big giant trade expedition like before. So Nova Maxios, Cantus Den. Are you down here? Probably worth a check for the... I always call it the Magic Star. No, Cantus Den is up here, so... Fascinating. Like, usually... Okay, we actually got some pretty nasty monthly expenses. Was that from... Stockpiles drawn from my fleet. Oh, that's because I bought a bunch of fuel and stuff, too. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. I was expecting to have a lot more money because I'm paying a lot less crew, but that's why we make the trades. Wrong button here just a little bit. Alright, so we're flying in. And see, if I tried to do the smuggling with my transponder off, life would be a little bit easier. Like, let's go ahead and turn our transponder off here because the pirates already hate us. I could try to make more people hate me, but I can still trade with here. But if we consider our military options, if we want to launch a raid on these guys, like their defense is still good. Did I bring my 2 troop transports? I should know this by now. I brought 1 troop transport. That's really strange of me to bring 1 and not 2. I guess I accidentally bought the Dram. So that's a little bit of a misplay, but that's fine. We have more fuel apparently now. Good for us. Alright, so their drugs are cheap. Their domestic goods are really cheap. So who needs domestic goods? Don does. Alright, so we can stop by Don real quick. Don also needing drugs a little bit, so that's fine. Let's just buy all you guys. Weapons? Not really. I mean, we could take these weapons to Umbra. I don't want to, like, do hitting Umbra a little bit, but that's okay. Did I not pick up the domestic goods? I thought I did. Oh, I must have hit escape and canceled the purchase here. All right. So we need a few supplies. We don't want to buy supplies here. We don't want to buy fuel here. We don't want to buy crew here. We pretty much don't want to buy anything here. Luxury goods. Also good for Don. It looks like Don specifically needs this, so... You know what? Let's, we have a jump point out here, right? Where's Don? Don. There we go. So we're just going to kind of make a quick Z, go over here, and have a good time. Let's see what's over here real quick. Prince of Perseus takes some damage. Analyze a derelict ship. I'm still going to take a look at these. That one's not super close to anywhere I want to be. So here's tri-tachyon. You know... We can look at the dockside bar. There's a man in an expensive suit who wants me to carry out a mission with 300 Marines. I'm not... Let's see what a challenging bounty looks like. 78,000 to take out that. Probably not worth my time. Okay. So repair our ships because we need 1 supply worth of repairs. Drugs are still pretty cheap. We could drop quite a few off at Dawn here, so let's do it. Domestic goods... Not the best profit price here. So, weapons, decent profit price. And And we could actually turn those, we could actually cash these in, but it's not it's only 100 credit difference for doing it at the place where we're going for our quests, so maybe not the best. Let's buy all of our goodies here. Let's buy some fuel and some supplies as a sign of good faith. And we'll happily be on our way to Dawn. And we're going to go up here, and every time I see that, I'm like, are you really pursuing my fleet right now? Okay, it looks like we have some pirates that are trying to come in from the outer jump point. So that's fine. Open a jump to hyperspace. Okay. Now, by the way, how long do we have until the Persian League comes knocking on our door? 51 days. So we can still do this. I'd kind of like to get the Doom and maybe just hit all this stuff on the way back. That seems decent. Like, oh wow. Okay, so the Perseus is just fully repairing itself now. That's nice. Here's Umbra. We're going to let Umbra rest. Hopefully Umbra can recover from 3 stability a little bit. I'm going to be a little annoyed if somebody gets to Dawn first. And it's entirely possible that somebody did. Let's see here. So pirates have missions. We love pirate missions all of a sudden. Not when they're all the way out here, though. All right. Dawn. Okay. I wanted to do this the lazy way. We're going to do this the easy way. Dawn today is all the way up top, so we are going to phase jump up there for sure. Transverse jump is really the word here. And we have a few more new missions here that were withdrawn immediately. So that's cool. Were these withdrawn? Yes, that's really interesting. All right, so look, obviously you should know us. Please have a demand here. Local deficit 800. That's a good enough profit here. Local deficit 2,000. That's fine. Local deficit 500. That's fine. And then the remainder of these will sell for 190, which is not terrible. But it looks like we can do better. So that's fine. Obviously, we're not selling it on the open market. That would just be ludicrous. We're not paying tariffs to the pirates. This is why we do business with the pirates. So a little more money. That's good. Consider military options. Dawn has absolutely no defenses. So not only do we sell to them, we try to take some of their stuff back. Volatile seems pretty good. Heavy machinery seems good. Harvested organs. Huh, interesting. Let's cancel that real quick. Let's just look here. Is there a market anywhere for harvested organs? Cantus Den, where we were just at. That's a pretty good profit here. Volatiles. Syndra always needs volatiles. I guess we just get some free volatiles and maybe pick up some organs on the way. That seems fine. We go on the Organ Trail. Launch a raid against Dawn. Yeah, that seems okay. That's not a lot of organs. There we go. Just destabilize them just a little bit. We lost 16 Marines. All right. Sometimes it's just about sending a message. So we'll check over here for the drug trade as well. And then we're going to go west. Like I said, my big goal was just to try and get a little bit more money. Now that we're doing things a little bit later in the game, obviously bouncing back from prior encounters means that we have a little bit more economic work to do here. We have a security patrol as well, so we've got to watch out for that. And these guys kind of do know us a little bit. Thoughtful looking business person to want to give us an opportunity. That's a little bit better, but I'm not going to do it. Yeah, that's not a great price. That's a really good price. You know what? Screw it. I will stop by Umbra on the way back. Harvested organs. All things considered, also a good price. Volatiles y'all don't have, so 151 and 44, that's fine. This is fine. All right, and a few supplies. You guys seem to have a pretty good price on supplies, so let's buy 150. That's okay. Cool. Confirm. And we fly, and hopefully we don't get busted here. It's not really close for us to go anywhere, so I'm actually just going to transverse jump out of here. Let's go to Syndra. Let's go visit Umbra. I said I didn't want to poke the golden cow, golden goose, or whatever, but we're going to do it anyway. And then we have somebody we got to unransom here. It looks like they're being taken by pirates right there. So that'll be fine. We can get the Doom, and then hopefully we can still push back against the Persian League, who's now arriving in 40 days. I think we can do it if we transverse jump. There we go. So, oh! Tri-tach! Everybody wants to rule the world. Okay, outmatched, evenly matched. The expeditions, oh god, so tri-tach is just kind of bullshitting here. You know, I probably could have stopped at Echo Breast and said, can I get a commission from you guys? But it seems a little terrible to do that and buy from the black market. So we'll see how this goes. Just kind of squeeze through here. Surely nothing bad could possibly happen except for that. But that's exactly why we got a few more supplies, so that we could do stupid things like that. Umbra is where we actually have volatiles for this place as well. So let's go ahead and just drop in over here. No, let's be smart. Let's do this the right way. Umbra should be right there. So I actually think this is the wrong hole. I think I was supposed to go into that one, but whatever. No, we got it. All right. So, welcome back. Shut all the dockside bar. That's fine. Oh, there's stability 6. Look, they're back to normal. Everything is fine. Nothing is not on fire. Harvested organs we can actually buy for not a good enough price. Weapons we could have sold here. Weapons we could have sold here for a lot. Jesus Christ. You know what? We're going to do that. We're going to, we're not going to raid you yet. We're going to buy your volatiles. Because we need just a few more. That's actually a terrible price on the volatiles here as well. But whatever, it's, yeah, that's not worth the profit. All right. So let's just go. We're going to be smart about this. We're going to buy some weapons from Syndra. We could buy some lobster from Voltune as well. But I don't want to spend too much time going back and forth, as we have some pirates doing pirate things. Some of these guys doing some of these things here. All right, so volatiles are good. On the black market's fine. Weapons are fine. Just anything we can do for a little bit of profit here. Because we love nothing more than to just make a lot of money. Sphinx still having a good time. All right, and supplies are fine here. Let's buy another 100. All right, so we didn't make a ton of money there yet. But this is going to let us make even more money. All right, so let's go up here. We're getting pursued. That's fine. Let's E-burn. Oh, man, this is going to be close. All right, allow the scan. Shit. Shit. We were so close. All right. So we just lost everything. All right. Oh, that sucks. Oh, well. That was a lot of money that we were about to make. They didn't take everything, but they took a lot of things. Ugh. Well, pretty much I've done a bunch of trading and I'm just kind of back to where I started. So let's just hang our head in shame. They're not going to talk to us here with the beacon on. And that's too bad too, because I could have just taken advantage of the fact that they were distracted. So look at this. Look at all of our deficit trading that we could have taken advantage of. It's too bad. All right, so I wasted about 30 minutes of everybody's life doing this. So let's I did actually trade. All right, so let's go to Kanto's Den, drop these off. Or maybe we just wait. Suddenly I'm not what? Are you pursuing my fleet as well? Are you serious, guys? Seriously? Seriously. You already took from me once, and you're going to take from me again. Come on now. We got experience from positive trades, which is good. Yeah, that's a little demoralizing. But we do have some visitors coming up here, so let's hear. Canary from this place here. Where are you at? Up here. So let's just transverse jump. Get a little closer. So yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, I really want to try and fight off people, but I didn't bring my fight off fleet. Plus, I don't really know if I want to piss off the Dickat when there's other groups that maybe I don't like very much. So man who's disappointed with commodity traders. 50 units of recreational drugs at a rate of 410. There we go. Alright, so we can open the comm directory here. Okay, so we can say that wasn't the deal. He wants 91,000 credits. We have Soul Cadre here. Expecting a cargo of 50 drugs. Oh, that's right. I actually just I did a bad here. I thought I had the drugs. They actually don't even. Oh, I'm not at the right place. Well, whatever. We'll figure this out later. My brain's obviously a little bit fried here, so I can say that wasn't the deal. So let's get up. Let it be 69,000 credits, and I don't care. Take the screeching egghead away, I beg you. So let's see here. It's like the pirate ALX reels back a half step. So here we go. The comm signal struggles to establish here. You perform a perfunctory greeting. You're here for the Academy, lost child. We shall both be pleased to see the last of one another. It's the question. So many questions. The pirate claps his hands. You'll have the money, right? 91,000. I say no, that wasn't the deal. So you'll give up. Let it be 69,000 credits. I don't care. Take this screeching egghead away. So I could trace the comms for a marine raid. Alright, so you haggle, argue, and stall quibbling. When speaking, you give a ready signal via your data pad to your tactical officer. They've already been briefed on the extraction. Designate raid objectives here. So we can just go ahead and select the raid here. That's fine. Launch raid. We lost 9 marines in the raid, which is kind of crazy. But we got the researcher back. Consider our military options. We can't raid them again, which stinks a little bit, but that's, did I not get him? Oh, we have another quest here, is the thing. So you still want to, oh, wow. You need to sort out the issues with the Port Authority and get docking clearance before we can go in. Cool. So they hate us all. Everybody hates us. That's fine. How long do we have until the Persian League gets here? 17 days. Ugh. All right, you know what we're going to do? I don't need that doom right now. I've already screwed up enough. Let's just fly back. It's gonna be just a little bit of flying. We'll have a little bit of time to prepare, and then maybe I can redeem this episode by saying, you know, we got busted. We weren't even smuggling lobster. We just got busted. Do I go back in there and try to go to Voltoum? Maybe. Maybe not. Alright. Yeah, I think with the amount of stuff that we have going here, and it's possible, if I'm not careful, I'm flying in the same direction the Persian League will be coming from. I may actually run into the Persian League raiders if I'm going this way. But yeah, that was probably close to 800,000 credits worth of stuff that I just got stolen from me. I mean, technically I shouldn't be trading on the black market, and I definitely shouldn't be trading on the black market with my transponder on, but what can you do? How long until the fleet gets here? 6 days? Yeah, we've got time. Oh, okay, that's our mercantile fleet. Apparently with a bunch of sandbagged cargo ships. But that's looking a little better. It's looking a little better than it was. All right, so if we have to check the map here just to make sure. Oh, wow, I would have actually jumped to the wrong place. All right, where is our planet? There's our planet. All right. So transverse jumping is fun. And now we're just going to do a quick little reload here. All right. So we still have some organs that we're sitting on. We still have some fuel. We still have some supplies. But more importantly, if we look at our storage down here, we should have some new weapons sitting and waiting for us. Let's see. Like if we go to the fleet here, let's go ahead and just take out the Radiant for a second. This is how we're going to want to do it. We're actually going to park the Brilliant because you can see, we talked about this last time. The combat readiness goes down quite a bit. Combat readiness for this right now is 45. I can potentially respec to make that a little bit higher. If I do, I don't have any alpha cores available. What? I guess I need to put them in my inventory. Huh. Okay, well, anyway, here's an alpha core. We like those. Alpha cores are good. What the alpha core does is it will make it fearless. We can actually change these skills as well. There's a button up here for this, and we may actually be doing that. I'm not entirely sure. Gunnery implants are good. Energy weapon specialization also good. But we'll keep this here for the moment. So let's finish. But see, still we have 50 points in automated ships, but we have 45 in combat readiness. So let's refit. Right now we have a Locust SRM. I'm going to be changing this to, and let me make sure I got this right. It should be a Cyclone repeater launcher. I'm going to be kind of doing some different stuff than maybe you're expecting with this, because I am going to be doing a sort of combined arms, guns, and missile build. So we have 2 plasma cannons. We have a tachyon lance as well. So those are all very good. Expanded magazines could be good. Heavy armor could be good as well. I do have some story points to integrate into this. And this is one reason maybe I should be sticking to what I'm good at and doing some bounties just to make my life a little bit easier here. But we're also going to be putting in some sabots, however you want to pronounce it. I promise for the comments that I've gotten on calling them sabots that you all don't want me to call them that. And then we have point defense, point defense, point defense, point defense, more point defense. Okay. Long range point defense is fine. IR point defense is fine. Big thing is just that this ship is going to be pretty damn aggressive, and I want to make sure that we don't screw this up. So long range point defense laser, long range point defense laser, and yeah, I don't know if I need more point defenses on the front or not. Maybe I'll just do a... Oh, actually, we don't have a... Okay, there. I was about to say, we don't have a lot of point defenses here, but we do. I mean, that's a lot of points put into point defense right now. But heavy armor is really expensive. The armor rating on this is really good, though. So we're going to be integrating some stuff at this point. One of the questions that I'm not entirely sure I have, and I apologize for having to alt-tab for a second, but I had something come up here. I need to kind of think about what we're doing here, because we definitely want to integrate some things here. Since we do have a battleship here, and we are going to be kind of doing some missile work here, we want to definitely put some expanded missile racks in here. And because this is a ship much like the other ships that we have, hardened shields tends to be good. I just wonder if heavy armor is better. That's 500 points for armor. The flux for the weaponry can definitely be an issue. But we can also put, where is the directional shield conversion to the front here? Extends the shield's position, makes them a little bit stronger. Since this is going to be kind of a brawler, you know what? I think I'm actually going to take the game's cue here and put heavy armor on here. Like, that's 2,000 armor. If we go back here before we integrate here and just go by comparison, I'm still embarrassed by those 3 drams. Look at our fleet here. Let's go ahead and take these puppies out. Take you out. Take you guys out. All right. So obviously we're under crew strength right now, but if we do the refit here, like this is 1,600 armor, and the Legion's considered one of the best armor-soaking ships in the game. So Radiant having 2,000 armor plus respectable shields might be even better. So let's go ahead and do a repair here. That's 76 supplies. Not so bad. All right, so let's refit here. You know what? I'm going to think about the heavy armor just a little bit. I may keep it on for now. I definitely want to build in expanded missile racks. So we can do that first. So if we do something like... We could do ECCM package as well. I still might be able to fit heavy armor here. If we do hardened shields, that could be good. If I do shields to the front, we don't have a ton of capacitors here. You know what I could do, though? We probably don't need this many point defense lasers on the rear. So let's try heavy armor. Let's see how the shoe fits. I got some points for it. We got plenty of capacitors. Our flux dissipation is not awesome right now, but I think we're going to be okay here. But yeah, I just want to do a quick little look here. Let me just make sure I'm double checking my recording time here. We should be fine for this. So if we put the tachyon lance up on here, plasma cannon, kind of make those one thing here. We want to definitely do alpha strikes with the missiles if at all possible, but the AI will be pretty good about that. These lasers should be fine. We want these to be linked. We want these to be linked. We want these to be linked. So that's going to be a really big blast out of the ship when all of those are firing. So that's something where maybe we want to do the capacitors in the vents. But if we run a simulation real quick with this and we put it against like a... let's do it against a conquest just for the sake of speed here. All right, this is our ship. It does have an AI officer, but because it's a simulation, we can control it right now. This ship does have a blink capability, as you've seen in its combat before. Okay, so here's you. And we can just go ahead and fire all the things. Like, this ship's pretty aggressive. But we just kind of want to get the flux down here. But because we have armor, maybe we don't need shields up all the time. But you see it right there. With the tachyon lance going... I mean, yeah, there it is. I was about to say. We're already doing a lot of damage. The shields are going up, going down. We're not even getting to the missiles here, and we just blew that thing up. So like if we end the simulation, we run another one. Like, I'm not super happy about how the flux is going here. I could actually up the capacitors a little bit. I'll have to think about that. I'm definitely open to suggestions here. But if we run one more simulation against this thing, a Paragon. Paragon, consider the paragon of flying ships here. And we have our good old-fashioned nasty gun laser boat here. So it's going to fire on us. And that's definitely a little bit of a problem. And this is where maybe hardened shields would work pretty well. But you see, it's just kind of us versus them at this point. Yeah, we've got to watch our flux here. Okay, so look at that. We suddenly lost weapons. Okay, I'm suddenly not doing such a good job here. All right, this is interesting. All right, so simulation. I've been defeated by the simulation. All right, well, since that didn't work out too well, let me go ahead and take off heavy armor for now. We're going to do hardened shields just for the time being. And I'm going to think about kind of what else we have here. So, a few more vents, maybe a few more capacitors. You know, we're about to get a visit from the AI here. So we'll be able to see pretty well what this stacks up and looks like. But yeah, expanded missile racks definitely looks good. This is a build that worked pretty well in simulations, but apparently we are going to need some more crew. So let's put ourselves up here. Put ourselves up here. Put this battleship up here. Put the Astral up here. And then go back over here. We have some crew and storage. This is storage, right? Yep. How much crew do we need? We need 4,000 something. So this is fine. We actually don't have a ton of Marines right now. So that's okay. We actually have some supplies and fuel and storage too, which is a little ironic, but that's okay. All right, so how are we doing? resource stockpiles. Let's just get a few more supplies just in case we need it. I think we're ready to fight. We'll see kind of how this goes. Like I said, I'm a little embarrassed. I had what I thought was a pretty damn nice build, and then I just ended up watching it get toasted by a Paragon, whereas I had been trying to practice with it before, and I thought it would work pretty well. There must be something I forgot about that I didn't see while I was recording. So let's put Olivia back on here. That's fine. We got you here, you here. I guess if push comes to shove, we really want one of you on one of the apogees. So yeah, that'll be okay. All right. So where are the visitors? Shouldn't be too far now. Just kind of got to kill some time sometimes and say the Persian League, we're evenly matched. The forces are evenly matched. They're coming with 2 fleets. Are they here? They're currently traveling here. They should have arrived by now. So we're just going to float around here for just a second. All right, there's one fight. So they've arrived in system. Okay. There's one fleet. And there's their second fleet here. So they hit somebody. They went after Jing pretty hard here. So let's go ahead. They're standing down. We're going to try to take them out. And we have actually one of our little pickets here doing their best. All right, let's fight. Okay, we're too big. They're too big. They actually are lower on combat readiness. Let's open the comms here. The Nova Art doesn't seem to be interested. I could have technically dropped down my beacon just to not have an issue here, but we only have 315 points to spend. So that means some ships will kind of have to be benched here for a minute. Do we just take all of our big ships and let them blow things up and put some of our little ships in support? Maybe. You know what? Let's try that. Let's kind of try to do... We have 2 Dominators. Oh, gosh. I have 2 Dominators that I didn't actually put any crew on. That's a little bit of a mistake. So we're definitely gonna keep it like this, but I got to rearrange my officers here. I should have known I was forgetting something. All right, still, we have big ships with big plans here. So we're going to have the Radiant kind of do its own thing. We're going to have the Astral follow me. We're going to have an Apogee buddy system here, and we'll have an Apogee buddy system over here. All right, so there's our Radiant. Hopefully it doesn't flux the crap out of itself, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. Already we have ships running into each other, so definitely an auspicious start. All right, we have nav beacons as well. We don't really want to try and hit these on the forward run here, so let's go to the left, kind of take these positions here. Yeah, this will be fun. We're just gonna kind of drag ourselves, slide to the left, make it work. Yeah, I'm a little embarrassed by kind of how some of the stuff's gone in this episode. I've made some mistakes for sure, but at the same time, I mean, I did take a little bit of time off just to let pre-recordings I had to do catch up. So it's okay that we are here. It's okay that we make mistakes. This is all how we learn, and it's all on YouTube, so people are going to be able to look out at us later and say, ha ha ha, very funny. All right, so there's a Harbinger. Hello, Harbinger. That's right. It actually EMP'd me right away, so that's fun. Like, I do like those ships for me. That's for sure. So I guess right now we're just going to send this Apogee to defend this beacon. I'll squat on this beacon. We got some ships coming up here. We've got a Radiant that's going to do some work. We got double conquest coming after me over here. So let's say one of them here. Oh, look at this. Their hull's already damaged. This is a great time. This is a great time to come in and fight. All right, so apparently one of our pickets did a lot of good work here. All right, so Radiant, what are you doing? Let's have you clean up this guy. Hopefully. So we're firing missiles at all these dudes. That's working. That's working okay. We have an apogee. It's kind of moving up here pretty hard. So it looks like so far the flux on the Radiant's doing okay. The Omni shields are doing okay. So game managing this pretty well. We have 116 points. We might as well reinforce. Let's bring you guys in. Alright, and you all are just going to come up. That's just going to be our reinforcement for support. And I've got to watch it here. Letting myself get outfluxed a little bit. Letting myself get... Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Alright. So we're going to let the AI do some work because I did a danger flux in front of everything else. Do we have somebody following me right now? Because we really want to push kind of to the side here. And we'll put these Dominators to try and follow the Radiant here. What are you doing? I guess you're following here. We don't have a lot of command points left, but let's see if we can kind of salvage the situation. Can I cancel these waypoints here? Yeah, let's cancel. Let's cancel these. So you don't really have a great place to go, so let's kind of hit you from behind. Cool. Alright, so there's a Radiant doing Radiant things. Definitely getting itself in a little bit of trouble, but there's our Conquest making things work. I'm going to try to do some long-range fire support. Okay, so we got one champion destroyed. That's a good start. We have a lot of nasty missiles coming out here, so that Griffin should be gone. There we go. So AI doing a pretty good job. I feel like maybe I could improve that build just a little bit, but suddenly we're pushing through their fleet pretty hard. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't push up as hard on this here, but once again, everybody's doing their best. All right, Apogee taking some hits. Don't want to get it like too fluxed out. So who are you going after right now? We got Conquest on you. Okay, this seems okay. What's this Legion doing? Legion is just kind of moving up, doing its own thing. Let's put the Legion right here. Let's put you on this as well. And let's see what we can make happen. Other than getting rear-ended. As right now, you're probably about to die. Okay, our ships are kind of hanging back, but it looks like they're running away a little bit. Wow, look at that. Apogee going toe-to-toe with the Conquest. That's the power of aggression here. All right, Apogee, High Moon, reporting combat readiness, starting to decrease soon. Are you High Moon? Are you High Moon? You're High Moon. All right, so you're pushing nice and hard. Maybe we should have you withdraw though. Like you've done some good work. Let's just have you retreat. And we're gonna see if we can have a good old-fashioned flux out party here. There we go. That should be a dead Conquest here in just a minute. Those missiles do so much damage. All right, everybody loves teamwork. Oh man, feeling good. All right, so we have double Conquest over here. Persian League. You can get wrecked a little bit. So we have another Conquest over here. I could actually try to salvage some of these, but I have 2 Conquests already, so I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be the play. Maybe I don't want to put myself front and center here, because I'm already kind of got some hull damage. But yeah, this is a good pushback. I'm not entirely sure about the loadout that I did. Oh, actually, we have a disabled Falcon as well. Okay, so it looks like that conquest is trying to retreat. I don't think we can get any missiles on it, but we definitely want to engage on you. Alright. Okay, we got some good flux on it. There. Here comes the Radiant. Radiant, get up there. Like, I really want to take you out. There we go. We can get some more missiles on there. There we go. I got mine going. That's a lot of hits on it. There we go. Alright, have we won yet? We have not actually won yet. So, like, I guess the point at this point is, I know we have a lot of battleships to take, but we did catch these guys kind of with their self down just a little bit. We're going to pursue them. We're going to let the second in command take it, and we're just going to send the backup team in there. Should be fine. But yeah, Radiant, see there, it's at combat readiness 30. But that was still good. No glitches, no anything like that. We actually managed to wipe them out completely. Ship recovery. We have 2 conquests that we can recover. Difficult recovery. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like that Falcon, but I don't like it enough to get a story point. Champion's a really good ship, but we're not going to do the difficult recoveries here. I am going to recover both conquests, but we're going to mothball them and park them because we're already in system. Pick through the wreckage as well, so there's a lot of supplies. Actually, got another plasma cannon, which is very exciting. So let's go ahead and do this. Persian League. Oh, relationship currently at -8%. I guess apparently all my attempts to trade with everybody has made me not very friendly with them. I thought I was doing better. I thought I was doing better with the Persian League. Apparently I need to work on that. Or maybe instead of going after the hegemony, maybe I go after their friggin' core or pristine nanoforge. I don't know, but yeah, this is fine. We are going to just mothball these, and we'll take them back. So we pushed off one expedition. Tri-tach is coming at us as well in 29 days. And their expedition is not doing too great here. So we have a Dram tanker. So that's really good. Dram tanker doesn't happen to have a nearby hostile fleet is trying to pursue the Humanities Trash Patrol. That's fine. But this is pretty much going to do it for this one. This is Asher with even more Starsector. Mistakes were definitely made. But at the same time, things have worked out okay. I just got to make sure none of these people are trying to attack me. And at this point, we have some monthly expenses. We could have been in a much better financial standpoint. Apparently, we need to repair relationships with everybody. But I'll figure that out a little bit later, because right now, there's some things I really want to do, and there's some things I'm going to have to do kind of off camera to make this stuff work a little bit. Let's go ahead and store. Let's unmothball, store. Let's move you all up. Like I said, I'm a little embarrassed that I forgot about the Dominators. But that'll do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like the video if you liked it. Definitely open to any suggestions about this. Like I said, this build, the AI was playing it a little bit safer, closer to the chest. I was previously able to just take out a Paragon one-on-one pretty fast, but I'm not sure maybe if something happened between the last time I played or not. But regardless, good times were had, but at least by somebody, just not with the Persean League. Thanks for watching. We'll do this again soon. You all take care.